Check it out. The new project car. 1995 E36 sedan 5-speed. Oh yeah. Look at that. One owner car, by the way. One owner, all the maintenance records dating back from like 2002. Picked this thing up for $2,500. Not bad, dude. Look at this interior. It's a 5-speed manual, like I just said. You know, factory, no conversion here. And it's got a full interior. Obviously, we're not going to need that full interior because this thing's becoming a drift build. So that's the plan with this car. We're going to build a budget drift car, and it should be really fun. Now, I've never drifted before, ever. I've only really had front-wheel drive cars. But yeah, I mean, seems fun. I've been really itching for a new project. Really been itching for a new project for a while now. And I've always liked the E36. I wanted a drift car. This thing was super cheap. It ran, it was manual. So here it is. I'm really happy with it. I ended up driving this car 3 hours from all the way from San Diego to Los Angeles, and there were 0 issues. No overheating, no weird noises, no nothing. I mean, it was a smooth riding car, which is really surprising. So it's got a little leak. I'm pretty sure it's a rear main seal, which I ain't dealing with that. That's a lot of work. It's also got a leak coming from the rear diff, which I will address very soon because I'm going to take that out to get it welded. So as far as the build goes, this is going to be a budget drift car. I'm thinking my budget's going to be around $4,500, which I think is pretty good in this economy. But I've already ordered a new front bumper, a new front nose panel, because you can see not only is this one super rusted, but it's also bent inwards. This car does have a salvage title, and it was in a front end collision, but for a cheap drift car, none of that matters. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a whole lot of things for this car. I've already bought parts for it, and like I said, I've only had this car for about 6 days now. I do have it up in the air because I was inspecting the brakes. I do have a brand new front bumper that's an M3 replica from Amazon, and I also picked up a set of rotors, and I also have more parts that we're going to be installing very soon. This is a box, and in this box I have no-name coilovers, which I'm actually pretty sure these are max speeding rods, but I got this off of a friend for only $50. Not bad. In this box we have a bunch of parts, maintenance items, oil change stuff, and then in this box we have brake pads, and then this is, I believe, bumper clips for the new bumper. I'm also going to attempt to diagnose why we have this massive bumper gap right here. And so I have not taken this bumper off yet, but these cars seem really simple to take apart in terms of the front end. Everything is bolt-on, so hopefully I can just unbolt it and get it looking pretty good. The hood is obviously beige. That's going to be needed to be fixed. And yeah, so I'm going to do a very cheap paint job on this. We're going to try and make it look good for only like $100. But yeah, this thing's got a lot of goodies, man. Ugh. And we have a trunk full of parts. So we have, I mean, like wires, relays, buttons, just interior pieces. Jesus, man. I don't even know what half of this stuff is, but it's all here. It's all here. We also have this CD changer. I don't know how this works at all. One thing that's really cool about BMWs is you have this little drop down tool thing. And look, all of the tools are here. That is so cool. Yeah, we got a bunch of parts coming for the E36. We're gonna make tons of videos with this car, and we're also gonna be learning how to drift, because like I said, I've never drifted. I've only had Hondas. They're all front wheel drive, except for the S2000. I do really like the idea of drifting. It seems really fun, so we're gonna be doing that. And we're gonna see if we can build a $4,500 drift car. It's gonna be really cool. All right, let's check how it is under the car. And it doesn't look terrible. A $2,500 30-year-old BMW. It's got a little bit of grime. Let's check the suspension here. Yeah, Ball joints don't look bad, at least from this angle. Inner tie rod looks to be decent. Sway bar links look fine as well. Rubber boot on the steering rack isn't torn. All right, not bad. We have so much oil. Look at that. I mean, hey, it's better to be covered in oil than to not have oil. Wheel doesn't shake. Ugh. That's pretty dark. The oil filter's right here. Might I add, it's actually kind of cool that's just right here versus the Honda where you have to like dig for it, or pretty much any other like car, but right here, that's kind of nuts. So I've never done one of these oil filters before, so I'm kind of just figuring it out as I go. So now does this just pop off? Oh, and there's an O-ring. Look at that. And then now this comes off. Which way does it go in? I don't know. Maybe this way. It doesn't really seem like it matters. Or does it? No, they both fit the same. So I'm gonna assume it doesn't matter. Slap that in there. Now I'm pretty sure that just goes in there and it tightens down. And I believe this calls for 7 quarts, which is a lot compared to like the 4 or 5 quarts that I'm used to dealing with on the Hondas. Just a little bit more and we should be good to go. Surely these threads are, oh Jesus. Oh, gross. Yeah. Wow, tell me why that looked like there was like barely any fluid just came out. So far, so good, no leaks. Transmission is just a lot better. That's so odd. Oh, these brakes are atrocious.